at a party, and we can host coach at the party, but first we need to get the parties, okay? So some things that you can say. I know at last week's rally we talked about overcoming objections, and we heard a few of those tonight, and just kind of gets you thinking, whatever they say, give them the opposite. Give them a positive response, okay? So same thing when we need to date parties. We need to first make phone calls. Remember how we fell in love with our phone last week, okay? We were in love with our phone. Who fell in love with their phone since rally last week? Okay? I know I'm loving my phone. I got $120 back in my checking account because I fell in love with my phone, okay? So fall in love with your phone, and we've often talked about a power hour, okay? So before we start making those phone calls, we need to actually set aside the time to make the phone calls, because we can talk about needing to make phone calls, but until we actually set aside the time to do it, it's not going to happen. And Tupperware has provided us with an amazing tool to make this very doable. And I have a little pass out for you. This is saying, take control of your time. Because this is your business, and we get to work it the way we want to work it, but we actually have to set aside time to do it. And this kind of gives you, and I know we've talked about in the past for the oldies, about color coding your month. So if you take your calendar and you can see I've picked certain colors, like pink are my training and my Tupperware time spent, like our seminar and our rallies and our Star Track, all that's in pink. Blue is when I try to focus on my team, and green is, of course, time where I'm going to be making money, and purple is family activities and things that I do for me time. Okay? Then you can have additional colors like orange or whatnot to alert you of sales specials that are ending, or month end or month close. You can have red for those things, or you can have other colors to dedicate time for phone calls and power hours. So Linda's trained on power hours several times, and you can break your hour up into little segments. So for 15 minutes, you can maybe call all those hostesses that you already have in your date book and get them straight and square on everything that they need to do to get their parties to that $1,000 mark. Spend another 15 minutes on those dating calls that we're going to talk about in a minute. Another 15 minutes on customer service calls. That's how I got my $120 back. 15 minutes on recruiting calls. Okay, so there's your hour, and that hour doesn't have to be all clumped together. Maybe you only have 30 minutes, or maybe you only have that 15 minutes during the day. But if you break that power hour up, for the week, what's that going to do for your business? So this is just a nice little tool that Tupperware is providing for us. These are some ideas on how to use the new Date Me Planner.
Ooh.
So Tupperware has made this available to you. Look how nice this is. It says simple and delicious with a dash of sassitude. Okay? So it's got this really nice planner here. It's got the year at a glance. And this calendar goes all the way from now until the middle of next year.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so you're going to have this for a long time. This is going to be your buddy. And they've broken it down to suit our business needs. Because some of the ones you get in the stores, you're like, well, I don't need all that frill. Okay, this is basic for our business. It has goals, it has to-do lists, it has reminders. So you're going to know what's up and coming with Tupperware. And you're not going to have to wait and go, oh, what's going to come next? When's our big month? When's our, party week or all that? Okay, so it gives you a heads up. So, and look how nice and color-coded it is. It's very simple, so it's easy to use. Now, who wants one of these?
Me.
I know I do. Guess what? We can earn one this week. We just have to put in an average party, $4.50, and Tupperware is going to give it to you for free. Okay, so earn it this week. All right. So now we have that 15 minutes that we're going to dedicate to making our dating calls. And we have a list of people that maybe we've met at a vendor show, or we have that wonderful 100 list of people in our friends and family, or our extended family, our acquaintances, the nail lady, the hair salon, the lady who always takes my Tupperware checks at the Navy Federal. She's probably going, dang, this girl deposits a lot of checks. Okay, so you might want to talk to her about Tupperware. So start opening up that window. Those 5 catalogs we have to give out every week. So these are the people we're going to call back and date a party with. So some suggestions you can use to start your quest for getting datings. you might, maybe if you've been in for a while, you can call some of your past hostesses or past customers and you could say, in an effort to improve my customer service, I wanted to blank. Okay? So in an effort to improve my customer service, because you probably haven't talked to them since they had their party, have you?
Right.
Okay, and that's boo-boo on us. But here, we're going to fix it. Okay, so in an effort to improve my customer service, I wanted to give you a free blah, 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 or wanted to let you know that this month we're having a thus and so. Or another topic you could start with would be, I'm trying to rebuild my business. Can I send you a flyer of all the things that are current, or something that's new, or our new product? So I'm trying to rebuild my business. And are we always trying to rebuild our business? Yes. So what happens is, it's not a sales call anymore. It's more of, you're reaching out to them, you're offering them a service, and they in turn have a call to action to help you. And don't we always want to help people? All right, and then the next thing could be, if you have that hostess that maybe has postponed on you, or she really wants to have a party, but it just hasn't been working out, you could offer a little enticement or a bribe. You could say, you know, I have a $100 surprise pack of Tupperware when you date a party in the next 14 days, or in the next 2 weeks, or by the end of January. I have a $100 surprise pack if you date your party in whatever, or on one of my special days. And, you know, this could be stuff that you've gotten at Raleigh. This could be stuff that you have that you invested in by sampling. Things that just have surmounted in that Tupperware closet, okay? Or you could do, if you have been sampling, you could say, somebody's really on the fence about having a party. And you'll say, well, you know, I already have $75 in orders that can get your party started. So you're almost halfway to your thank you gift. And I'll say, oh, really? You would do that for me? Yeah, sure, I got $75 order, you know, I'll put that in with your party, and you're halfway to your thank you gift. And if they do their party within a certain amount of time. So now they don't feel so much pressure, like they're not going to get any orders, you've already got an order for them, so they've already started. Sure, we can do a party next Friday. And where does that $75 come from? It's when you sample product, it's in your party pool, and that party pool amount can be added to your hostess credits, your hostess party sales amount. If you need more about that, you can talk to your upline. They'll help you. And another thing is, Gail talked about this as well. She had said the how many chairs question. Because oftentimes they'll say, well, I don't know enough people. Or, you know, I just moved here and nobody's going to come. Or how many people do I need to invite? You know, they just get overwhelmed that they think they need to have this grand, glorious party. When really they just need a couple of girlfriends over. And once you open that door, then it kind of sparks the flame for them to invite more. You just got to get that threat level down, okay? So how many chairs do you have around your kitchen table? Or how many chairs do you have around your dining room table? And if they say 4, okay, we want more people there, so don't use a chair for yourself. So you kind of have to do quick math. You don't need a chair for yourself, and maybe your hostess doesn't need a chair either. So you say, well, we'll just get 4 of your best girlfriends over. Okay, if she has 6, maybe you'll say, okay, well, I still don't need a chair, but my hostess might take a chair, and then she just needs to invite 5. So just do your quick calculations and find out, you know, how many chairs she has around the table, and that overcomes the objection of them saying they don't have enough guests or they think they need to have this huge party. And then, of course, the themes. The themes just draw people in. So if you can offer, like this time of year, soup or bowl party. Have a soup or bowl party. Our cook-it bowls, okay? Those things are amazing. 20 minutes and you have a hearty, healthy soup, you know, that could please a crowd. So that would be a great thing. You could have a Tupperware party while the guys are yelling at the TV, okay? So do your soup or bowl party. And maybe you do it on the Saturday before or the weekend before. So, you know, start thinking about different themes that you can offer around what's happening in our everyday lives. You could do a snowball party or a skiing party. I mean, whatever it is, just take a theme and run with it. When you're excited about it, then your hostesses will be excited about it too. As you get towards the spring, you could do an egg hunting party, you could do summertime, you could do your beach towel parties, everybody brings parties. So just think of fun themes that you can offer them, and they'll get excited to want to do a party with you. And then offer those solutions. If you have a solution for their problem, so this kind of brings you to the next thing. Instead of calling them and kind of telling them what's happening with Tupperware, they're going to be like, yeah, I know, there's things on sale. Okay, yeah, she wants me to have a party. Sure. Okay? Instead of telling them, why don't you ask them what they need and then provide a solution for that, that problem. So when you call up your customer, say, hi, this is Shana with Tupperware. We met at so-and-so's party. How have you been? How were your holidays? And then they're going to go, whoa, wait a minute. She's asking me something personal. She actually cares what happened over my holiday. And they'll say, oh, it was great. We went to wherever. Or we stayed home and we had family come down. Oh, that's great. Well, what have you been doing since then? Any New Year's resolutions? I'm like, oh, yeah, this, that, and the other. Oh, we're trying to get organized. Oh, so you're still interested in getting organized. Well, we have our organizing party where I can show everybody, how to get organized for the new year and, clean out their pantries or what might it be. So whatever their problem is, you can turn around and offer a solution. But you start off with that heartfelt, how were your holidays? Strike up a conversation because you're going to get to know the person that you're talking to. Instead of just saying, you want to have a party? No. Okay, bye. Make a connection with them. So how are your holidays? What have you been doing since then? So if the last time you saw them was a couple of months ago at a party, well, what have you been doing since so-and-so's party? Oh, well, people love to talk about themselves. Don't we love to share the things that have happened in our lives? Don't we love to tell people good things? So this kind of opens up a window. Then you say, oh, well, were you still interested in, healthy eating? Oh my gosh, yes, haven't you seen Dr. Oz? Well, he's talked about this smart steamer that, it just opens a window. Now they're intrigued because now they're realizing that you're actually offering something to them that they need. And then you can, same thing for recruiting. You could go on and say, well, if you had an extra $1,000 a month, what would that do for you? What would that do for your family? So not just on the party, you could use the same concept when you're recruiting or when you're, getting them to, so doing parties and then recruiting as well. So instead of telling them, ask them. Ask them what they need and you can fill that need. So I think that's all